Reason and impartiality. Impartiality, often considered a cornerstone of fairness and justice, refers to the practice of making decisions or judgments without bias, favoritism, or undue influence. It is closely tied to the concept of reason, as reasoning allows individuals to step back from personal emotions, desires, or prejudices, and assess situations based on objective principles. The relationship between reason and impartiality is critical, as reason provides the cognitive tools necessary for individuals to evaluate situations fairly, weigh evidence, and make decisions that treat all parties equitably. The role of reason in promoting impartiality. Reason plays a central role in ensuring impartiality by guiding individuals to make decisions based on facts, evidence, and ethical principles rather than personal preferences or biases. Through rational thought, individuals can examine the situation objectively, consider various perspectives, and avoid letting emotions or personal attachments cloud their judgment. This process of deliberation enables individuals to make decisions that are consistent with moral principles, such as fairness and justice, which require treating people equally regardless of their personal relationship with the decision-maker. For example, in the legal system, impartiality is a fundamental requirement for judges and jurors. They must reason through the facts of the case, apply the law objectively, and make a decision based solely on the merits of the case, without allowing personal feelings or external pressures to influence the outcome. Without reason, it would be difficult to ensure that decisions are made impartially, as subjective biases could easily take over. On impartiality and moral reasoning. Impartiality is also crucial in moral reasoning, where decisions about right and wrong are often made by considering the interests, rights, and well-being of all affected parties. In moral philosophy, ethical theories such as utilitarianism, deontology, and Rawls' theory of justice emphasize impartiality as a necessary component of moral decision-making. For instance, utilitarianism advocates for the greatest good for the greatest number, which requires treating everyone's interests impartially, while Rawls' difference principle calls for benefiting the least advantaged, ensuring that their well-being is given equal consideration. In these ethical frameworks, reason enables individuals to evaluate situations in a way that takes into account the perspectives and needs of all individuals involved. The ability to reason impartially allows for decisions that prioritize fairness and equality, ensuring that no one is unjustly favored or harmed due to personal biases or discrimination. Challenges to impartiality in reasoning. Despite its importance, impartiality in reasoning is often difficult to achieve. People are naturally influenced by emotions, personal experiences, and social biases that can distort their ability to think impartially. Cognitive biases, such as favoritism toward in-group members or the halo effect, where one positive trait influences the perception of other traits, can cause individuals to make judgments that are not fully objective. Furthermore, structural inequalities and societal norms can also impact impartiality. For instance, systemic discrimination based on race, gender, or class can influence the way people perceive and treat others, even when they are consciously trying to be impartial. In such cases, reason alone may not be sufficient to overcome these deeply ingrained biases, requiring individuals to actively engage in critical self-reflection and challenge their assumptions to truly be impartial. On striving for impartiality in practice. To cultivate impartiality, individuals must actively work to recognize and counteract biases that can affect their reasoning. This requires being aware of the factors that influence judgment, such as personal relationships, cultural background, or past experiences, and consciously striving to make decisions based on objective criteria. Engaging in moral reflection, seeking diverse perspectives, and being open to feedback can also help individuals develop a more impartial approach to decision-making. In contexts such as law, politics, or conflict resolution, impartiality is not just a personal responsibility, but a societal expectation. Institutions and systems that are designed to ensure fairness, such as judicial systems or democratic processes, rely on reasoned decision-making that treats all individuals equally, irrespective of their status or identity. In conclusion, reason and impartiality are deeply interconnected, with reason providing the cognitive tools necessary to evaluate situations objectively and make fair, just decisions. By using reason to assess situations without bias or favoritism, individuals can ensure that their judgments align with principles of fairness and equity. However, achieving true impartiality is often challenging, as biases and personal emotions can influence reasoning. Therefore, it is crucial to actively cultivate awareness of these biases and strive to apply reason in ways that prioritize the equal consideration of all individuals involved. Through this process, individuals and societies can work toward making decisions that are both morally sound and just.